Hi all, welcome to this no card entry thoughts video. Basically, if you've kept up with the Sorare Discord at all, for anyone that isn't Sorare, but also if you've kept up in socials, this has become the biggest talking point of the day, or the last 24 hours or so. But basically, no card entry is something that has existed for years. I'm sure I've seen it since day one, to be honest. But basically, I'll scroll into the next game week, and this is where the furore has came about, basically. So no card entry opens in 3 days and 1 hour. So basically this is, if you've not entered the lineup in a competition that requires NFT cards, you can participate in this game week without cards by clicking on the no card entry. Once the entry period is closed, to participate you'll have to send an email and follow the instructions, including submitting a proof of residence. It's like the team within a 45-minute window. And the reference back to Game Week 377, which was a long time back. The pool of players available was composed of 780,000 limited cards, 256,000 rares, 26,000 super rares, and 2,500 uniques. Now, I've seen this for long enough, and it's never really bothered me. I thought no card entry, alright, fair enough. However, it seems that the cards that you're winning, there's people winning uniques, super rares, etc., and making good money. This is where the people are now starting to kick up a. So think about it. Basically, what happened was this game week here for game week 28. Basically, all you had was the specials, you had the under 23s, and you had the best of Europe. This is literally, I think, all you have, and all star. So you've not really got much to work with in terms of competitions, and this was the criticism that people were having. And people were like, "Oh, I can't do these competitions. I'm like, why would I want to do shooter special? Why would I do all star? Why would I do under 20?" It's like this is what the initial argument was from people, and it was like, all right, calm down. Basically, the hassle of the lack of competitions for this game week, with only really being 3 competitions. Like no international nights, no contender, no anything really. It was just kind of like a lack. So people started doing the digging on like, oh, what is no card entry? Basically, this is what it started off being. And like I thought, like no card entry's been there forever. Like yet people brought up yesterday, and it just became one big hassle after another. There's a number of accounts that are exploiting it. There's one account that's made like £6,500. I know people that have actually used it, and like they've not had much success. They've had like steady success, but the argument was for those that run, say, under 23s, for example. Say you run limited, you run rare, say you run super rare, depending on how well you've been playing. And for all I know, you might even have uniques. You could be someone that competes in all 4 scarcities. The argument became is, why should I bother owning cards anymore if I can do no card entry? It's free, and basically I can win uniques or super rares or rares, etc. I can actually win and do as I see fit, really. And what people forget is that it's just UK and France is what's restricted to, for what we understand. But even then, as someone that got into Sorare initially through free crypto, and I thought, I've been playing this is my 4th season, and I'm enjoying it. Like I think because we've had what is in essence a quiet game week ahead, and international breaks always bring a lot of people reviewing these kind of things, and I was like, so these things happen. It's like, and this is why I think people were like, because of no card entry being basically exploited, and people were just hoping that Sorare could bring out more communication through the Sorare Discord, through the basically social media, etc., and kind of address it really. If it's going to be there legally, then fair enough, is what I think people were trying to assume. But for me, like no card entry should be like training in this instance. Then you shouldn't be able to win cards in no card entry. where you keep the boxes in, I don't know, but training became training because everyone was exploiting Academy, they were putting the legend cards in, and that was it. Like, training became literally just putting in your warm-up squads. Like, players that maybe were, maybe say, in my case, for example, like say MLS or G1, say they're not playing over the winter, give them a chance to get the XP up and get them up to, like, say, level 20, as it were. That's what you try and use it for throughout the season. But obviously times have changed, and like, while people are saying like the best of Europe is where it's profitable because you can win like club jerseys, tickets, nations bundles, etc. But the problem is you're still having the pickle of, if it's good rewards and best of Europe, then it's trying to justify like how you make it rewarding for people that are say Division 2 for under 23, for example, unlimited, like myself. Like, how do we make it feel more rewarding? And it's never going to be easier regardless, like, because obviously for me just now, rare wise in this Division 3, for one of my teams, like, best I can get is a 2-star, a 3-star box with a tier 2 rare if I had such a team. And it's also important to note for Division 3, actually, if I go back to it, I swore that, yeah, price pool's 38 at the moment, so out of 148 entries. So it's basically top 11 get cards, which is going to be hard enough anyway, but top 25, 40 players maybe. Super rare obviously is 18 with 5 players getting rewards. Unique is basically 4, but the setup where is first gets 250, second 175, third's 125. But top 25 basically is apparently all getting, like, at the moment the 4 players in would get a 5-star box, which would in essence give them a minimum 2 essence, likely 2 or 3 essence, but potentially get up to 40. Like, the dropping that is insane, but knowing that you're basically getting money, like a tier 3 unique is great in its own right. There'll be some good cards in here, like for example Araki would be nice because he's had such a good season, but you've got to be realistic knowing that there's only one card that you're going to win. So yeah, it's the challenge of everything that's kind of getting generated just now, and this is why when it knocks on to, like, say, rivals, because basic box is like 1 essence, 2 arena tickets, or 1 arena ticket for a basic box, and a light box is literally 1 essence or 1 ticket. So, and then rivals reward box is literally 3 arena tickets or 5, then 1 and 2 essence respectively. So it causes, in essence, a lot of heat to the community thinking, oh, this gets more attention than that. Like a 4-star box, like a premium box, is essence or a card. You're most likely to get 10 essence or a tier 4. Sorry, that's all. That's my 5-star box. Sorry, my 4-star box is 5 arena tickets, it's 30%, and then it builds up from essence from 5 to 20. Tier 5 is 13% at least, I suppose, but it just everyone's just arguing, I think, within each other, but then they're trying to take out on, say, any admins, any people that's like queries, like challenges us a little bit, thinking like, you're never going to please everyone. Like, just now I'm making steady flow of boxes, getting steady flow of cards as well back as well. We're getting a steady flow of cards. The problem for me is I'm just grateful for what I have and just taking it a day at a time, a week at a time, until I kind of lose interest with it, and that's my kind of feeling anyway, because I want to keep enjoying this, and hopefully, as long as it may last, till I lose the vibe for Sorare, as it were, then I'll obviously step aside, but I'm enjoying it. As I said, with my Essence just now, we've got 159 limited Essence, 22 rares, and we're spent the last month or so building up to try and get that tier 1. That's what we're striving for. And like, yes, I know I could craft a tier 3 and a tier 4, but there's nothing I want. If I want anything, I just end up buying it through trading. That's what I'm trying to do just now. But through the game giving me a lot of reward market credits as well has helped enable the gallery to get in the position it is. And I think that's what people forget, because one thing snowballs into another. If you're having a good run just now, like, yes, people are maybe making good money out of the no card entry system. That's life. If people are getting no card entry success, then just all it needs to be done for reviewing is no card rewards, or maybe same with boxes. Maybe, I don't know. But then people could still maybe farm the boxes to get the Essence to get up to like a tier 1 or a star. So maybe just nullify no card entry, make it like training, and then maybe in return for what has been given in no card entry for say years, you maybe spread out across the rest of the competitions. That's what I would suspect. As I said, for me personally, for specials, I feel Underdog or Specialist could easily be kind of brought in, because I've spoken about in the Discord about players that are 40 cap and under, because Underdog, Specialist, all that kind of stuff was good back in the day. It was kind of what I initially looked at because of how the players were performing, as it were. Why am I not finding my cap? Average score, sorry, my brain was not thinking there for a second. So like for a 40 cap, if you're going by players that actually are playing, I've got like 2 pages near enough of players I'm going to be filtering out anyway, but it just kind of shows, take out the zeros out of the equation, then we're able to do limited and rare teams for like those kind of competitions if we wished, and that'd be ideal. Have a bit of fun and just see what it brings, really. I feel that's what they could do. I feel like Sorare just need to maybe sit down with I always say in these situations, this is when maybe say the admins, Sorare say staff, sit down with maybe say a panel of people, whether it be like a Zoom call, Teams call, like these kind of things can happen rather than just filling in a survey, for example. Just say, can you spare half an hour of your time? Can we sit down and say, right, how do we fix this? How do we fix that? Like pick apart the feedback as it were that needs done, and kind of put people at ease, really. And you see, people are making good flow of money. Like, fair play to them that do. I know for myself that I've never gone into this to make money. It's just to have fun and hope for the best, really. Like, for me, I've just been progressional, going from limited, getting into the rares. Like, seriously, for the rares this season was brilliant. Like, and the way we've been, like, super rares might be something that is next season, or depending on like how prices are as well, like to be in that, but we'll wait and see. Like, uniques will probably never happen, I would say, depending on how super rares plan out, of course. But the hope is I can keep doing limiteds, I can keep doing the rares, keep doing the super, then maybe could do the super rares, and then never know if uniques could happen. I'd feel like a prank saying Nans, all those kind of guys, but see what happens. But people have just got to remember, take it a day at a time, be rational in your thought process, and remember as well, obviously that's how, because Sorare's clearly putting a lot of thought and effort in trying to get this like things right. And obviously they've gave some surveys out lately to do with like a squad of 7, squad of 11. I'd keep it to squad of 5 personally. Keep it as it is. It's fine. It's just a case of reviewing rewards and addressing stuff for like rivals for pro, and reviewing tiers as well, because if you've kept up with that as well for tiers, I'll check it through this for example. So like there's cards in like tier 1, tier 2 for example that are not like tier 1 or tier 2s. So I'll just say Callum McGregor for example. This is what, tier 1. We'll just say he shouldn't be in like tier 1 for example. He should be in like tier 3 or tier 4, and this is what's happening with a number of cards just now. They're in like the wrong tiers because and people are pinpointing like individual cards in the tiers because they're like, how's this card a tier 1 or a tier 2 or a star when it should be like a tier 5 basically, because of form or whatever. It's like it's a head scratcher more than anything, and people are trying to understand this. So it's like people are trying to then highlight to Sorare like, look, this player should be in this tier, not that tier. Please sort it out. Would be appreciated, and it just puts people at ease in terms of the rewards system. So it's a lot going on just now, folks. So let's put it that way, and it's just how do we address it, a step at a time, day at a time, all that kind of good stuff. But hopefully we get there, folks. As I said, I'm just a peasant in the situation. I'm just one voice, and I'm obviously like hopeful that Sorare can actually put communication out, because they need to. Like, I've seen it with EA with their things in the past. I don't want the Sorare folk, where it be the community and the staff and all that, to have the same problems. Like, let's work together and put people at ease and all that kind of good stuff. But we'll get there a step at a time, folks. So hopefully you find all this useful. Let me know your thoughts and everything. Have a good one, folks. Take it easy all, and I will catch you all later.